It's Margarita, and I am back with part 2 of my spring fragrance declutter. That's right, it's springtime and it is time for spring cleaning, and my fragrance collection is no exception. I'm going to talk about 5 more fragrances that I had to say goodbye to this spring. Number 1, Nude by Rihanna. I absolutely loved this fragrance. I loved it. I even talk about it in some of my other videos. However, I feel that my nose has grown more mature than the scent. I feel like the scent has become a little bit too commonplace for me. And maybe just because I've smelled things over time and my palate has changed, I just didn't feel like it belonged in my collection anymore. So it had to go. But it is a wonderful, warm, ambery vanilla fragrance that goes well for so many occasions. It smells amazing. But now that I've smelled some other warm, ambery vanillas, that one just paled in comparison. So I had to say goodbye to Nude by Rihanna. Number 2, Amethyst by Lalique. Now this was a catch and release for me. I got it in a swap for something else that I just didn't quite care for at all. And it's not that the scent was bad. It reminded me of something else and I couldn't quite put my hand on it. Or should I say put my nose on it until a little bit after. And I realized it was one of my favorite scents from Parfums de Marly, Meliora. And Meliora had been on my want list for so long. And I finally got a bottle less than a week ago. So I didn't need 2 of the very similar scent in my collection. So one had to go. And of course, it's Lalique's. Now, if you are looking for an affordable alternative to Parfums de Marly's Meliora, Lalique's Amethyst is a wonderful dupe. It is almost identical to that one, to the Parfums de Marly scent. So if you don't want to spend $300 and you only want to spend about $35 and get more juice in the bottle, definitely go with Lalique Amethyst. But I did not need to, so of course I kept the better of the 2. Number 3, Note Vanille by M. Micallef. Yes, I know. It's one of my newer vanillas. I did a whole video review on it a couple months ago, and I sang its praises because it finally helped me be able to enjoy Jessica Simpson's Fancy. It's very, very similar to that, except Fancy has a weird lunch meaty note that Note Vanille didn't have. The problem was it wasn't vanilla-y enough. Note Vanille is just that. It's just a small little note of vanilla, and it wasn't enough of a symphony. It wasn't enough notes for me to really enjoy it like I thought I would. I only wore it one time since I've had the bottle, so I ended up selling it because I knew that it'd just be collecting dust, and I wanted other people to enjoy it because it's a very popular scent. It's more of a floral vanilla, and you know I don't like florals like that, so it had to go. And that is Note Vanille by Micallef. Number 4, Florence by Taka. Now, my favorite flower in the whole wide world is gardenia. Florence is a beautiful, beautiful gardenia pear scent. I love it, but I think it would be better as a candle. I used to think I wanted to smell like gardenia and pear until I started wearing it. And I'm like, nah, I think it's better as an ambient scent versus a body scent. So I was able to sell my bottle of that. And I realize now that certain florals I like the smell of them, but I don't like the wearing of them. And so Taka by Florence was no exception. I'm sorry. So Florence by Taka was no exception. And number 5. Now, y'all, I think I just committed a cardinal sin by decluttering this bottle only because it is from my absolute favorite fragrance house. Chateau Krigler, number 12. That's right, I decluttered a krigler. But let me tell you why. I bought it because of the story behind it. It's the scent that Grace Kelly wore when she won an Oscar. So I was like, great, I love the story. I'm a sucker for a good story when it comes to fragrances. I already knew going in it'd be floral, but I'm like, maybe it'll grow on me. Maybe the story will overpower the smell. And it didn't. It was too floral for me. It was so floral that I couldn't really enjoy it. And so I ended up having to let it go. So somebody got a really good deal on my bottle of of my krigler. However, I would rather it go to someone who will wear it than me just having a bottle taking up space. I've decided that I don't want things for show anymore. A lot of fragrance reviewers have a million bottles, but it's like, when do you actually get to really enjoy your collection? So I'm in the process of paring down my collection as we speak. So there will be several more declutter videos. This is number 2 of a series of probably 10. So far in the past month alone, I've decluttered over 20 fragrances. I'm just piecing them out to you because I don't want you to get bored with a super long video. But yes, Chateau Krigler 12 was no exception. So that lets you know, no matter how much I love a house, if I am not feeling that fragrance, if it doesn't make me feel wonderful when I reach for it, if I don't look forward to it, it's gotta go. I only want things that, for lack of a better word, bring me joy in my collection. Because scent is so important and it has such a huge effect on your day, on how you feel, I only want to embody myself in things that make me feel good. And strong floral fragrances don't do that for me. So you'll hear a lot of in this video or in the forthcoming videos, you will notice a lot of my florals are being decluttered. So that's it. That was number 5. My Krigler, number 12. What are some things that you feel like don't bring you joy anymore? Let me know in the comments. And also remember to like and subscribe to our channel because we are keeping this going. We're going to talk about stuff we are getting and things we are releasing to let other people enjoy them. And until next time, I am Margarita and you have an awesome day. Bye.